Good morning. My name is Vanessa Wilson. I'm the lead pastor of Magnolia Road United Methodist Church in Pemberton and St. Paul's United Methodist Church in Mount Holly. I am honored to serve in a cross-cultural appointment as well as a historic African American congregation. I grew up as a product of the New Jersey school system, and I grew up in Newark. And I remember going to high school. I was fortunate enough to get a scholarship to go to a school that wasn't in Newark. But the commute was an hour and a half, and I wasn't with my community, although I got an excellent education. And so when I became a parent, I remembered that, and I always wanted my children to be able to go to a public school in New Jersey where they could get an excellent education. And so I moved to many towns until I was able to find a school district that I thought was really the best, and that's Lawrenceville, New Jersey, Lawrence Township, New Jersey. Very diverse educational opportunities, diverse staff, diverse students, many languages spoken, many cultures. And that for me was really fortunate. But unfortunately, many students in the state of New Jersey don't have that opportunity because New Jersey principally is still very, very segregated. And the segregation comes, I guess, from the intersection of race and poverty and having to go to school in your own school district. One of the great traumas for me was I had a really well-paying job, everything was going well, and I actually was getting ready to purchase a house when in 2007, I lost my job. And in the middle of that, the first thing I could think of is I need to stay in Lawrence. I need to be here until my son graduates. And the owner of the home stepped in and he said, you can stay here and just pay rent. Don't worry about anything else, just stay here because I understand how important school is. And so my prayer was, dear God, let me stay in this house until my son graduates because education is just that important. So the miracle is that God allowed me to stay in a house that was in foreclosure until my youngest son not only graduated from high school, but recently finished at the College of New Jersey. And it was because we were in a really good school system, a really supportive school system, that was able to nurture the children, to support them, and they're now young men. A good educational system is imperative for the development of tomorrow's leaders. So often if you're in an older urban neighborhood, the tax base has been eroded because one of the things that were done years ago to get businesses to come into the cities is they had tax abatements. So we have a lot of businesses now in urban centers that don't pay taxes, right? Or they pay very little taxes. So the tax base is eroded. So the educational opportunities and resources are not there. So the children don't have the same resources that you would have in a different neighborhood or different community. So poverty and race is a barrier, and it locks you in. And it's unfortunate because you can have a brilliant scientist or a child who will be a brilliant scientist, but he might not have access to the labs. He might not have access to teachers and mentors who are going to support him. And then if you're in an under-resourced community, and you're dealing with a classroom full of children, you just don't have that time. If you have 30 children in a classroom, those children will not get the same attention as if you have 12 children in a classroom. As Christians, Jesus said, let the children come to me, right? And if we go even foundationally to the Old Testament, right, the prophets cried for justice. So we have this twofold command, the command of being Christian, that all children belong to the kingdom of God. All children should have the right and the privilege and the honor of just being a child with a good education where they're celebrated and they're affirmed and they're taught based on their educational need. That is what we do as Christians. We affirm, we include, we support, we love, and we promote. But then the call of God, right? The call is for justice. And when we have segregation in the United States in 2018, we have a justice issue. and we are called to do justice. It's amazing how fast time flies. I remember myself as a child. Now I'm a parent. One day I'll be a grandparent, and I support public education because it's in the public school system that we can come together, we can learn from one another, and when done well, we could affirm the diversity that's in New Jersey. New Jersey is one of the top most diverse states, and our school system should reflect that.